this bill. I can read you 4 or 5 from business owners and from workers about why they don't want this bill. So this anecdotal stuff, read as many letters as you want. I don't think that has anything to do with whether it's a good idea or not. But what I want to talk about is the reconsider motion, because we already had 3 rounds of debate about the merits of the bill. The letters have been read, the arguments have been made, and now what we have is an optics issue and a break from norms and tradition, so that proponents of this minimum wage bill can get a second bite of the apple at whatever cost. Through the course of this debate, I was interested to learn people are talking about the reconsider motion from 1984 and saying, well, see, there's precedent. It's happened before. It happened in 1984. I learned that the reconsider motion in 1984, it was successful, but colleagues, the bill failed anyway. Ernie Chambers was here at the time, and he recognized that the reconsider motion was bad optics. It was in bad taste. From an article at the time in the newspaper, it says, when Clark was the guy the Ballard in this situation who made the motion, when Clark moved to reconsider LB258, a collective bargaining measure sponsored by Wesley that had failed Monday morning on final reading, Chambers again protested. Quote, "I'll not be bitten twice by the same dog," he declared. He had supported LB258, but said he would not support a reconsideration. Quote, "To vote for it now would be joining activities I think are reprehensible and totally wrong." And it goes on, although the necessary 30 votes were garnered to reconsider LB258, it fell 1 vote short of the 25 needed for final approval. I think other senators have made the point about the sacredness and importance of final reading throughout history in the legislature. And I think we have such a large freshman class, and it's been clear throughout this entire session that they have had very little mentoring. A lot of them came in thinking they were born knowing that they can explain how things are done to us. And I say us when even 7 or 8, even 2 terms in the legislature isn't really enough time to fully grasp every nuance of the tradition and the work that we do here. But I think that we do the institution, we honor the institution by trying to understand and trying to show respect and reverence for the procedures that we use in this body. And part of that is the respect for final reading. It's not being in the cafeteria eating chicken fried steak. It's being in your seat, listening to debate, prepared to vote. And I can tell you, if it was someone, if it was a progressive, I wouldn't even say a Democrat, but if it was somebody who was a proponent of a progressive measure, and we knew we needed every vote, as Senator Raybould knew on this measure, we would have made sure they were all in their seats. They would not be in the cafeteria eating chicken fried steak. Colleagues, proponents of this measure lost fair and square, and now they want a do-over because you were arrogant and you couldn't be bothered to be in the chamber to listen to debate and cast your vote. It is shameful that you are being given a do-over because you couldn't listen to debate and be in your chair. Now what you're doing is you're teeing up a second bite at the apple for a policy to stick it to minimum wage workers, when if those same workers had acted the way you did, Senator Sorrentino, members of this legislation, if those minimum wage workers had not shown up to work, had been screwing around on the job, had not been present, they would have been fired. They would have received disciplinary action. But privileged senators like Senator Raybould, who stand to glean a financial windfall from this,
Senator,
could care less. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Hunt. Senator Michaela Cavanaugh, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Good